Okay, hello everyone. How is going? It's a new brand day of learning, right? And I'm Vivi, your teacher for today. Welcome to my class. Are you excited to learn? Okay, before proceed to our lesson today, I have prepared a small game for you, which called Guess the Word. And here's the rules. We have 2 pictures and 2 words here. And for those students who can answer me correctly, receive 10 points. And are you ready? Yes. Okay, as you can see the picture on the screen, what comes to your mind? Anyone? Yes, very good. You got it right. Is communicative approach is the correct answer. And now that you have answered correctly, what do you think? What is the topic for today? Yes, it's all about communicative approach. Communicative approach, also known as the Communicative Language Teaching or CLT for short, and which is the traditional language teaching emphasis on grammar and the teacher-centered classroom to that of the active use of authentic language in learning and acquisition, and as such it tends to emphasize activities such as role play, pair work, or group work. And when we talk about a method or approach being used in language teaching environment, we cannot avoid discussing its strengths and weaknesses. The most obvious advantage this method has is that it seeks to personalize and localize language and adapt it to the interests of learners, making them to get motivated in learning or acquisition of language, because the meaningful language is always more easily retained by learners, and it encourages learner motivation about language. Motivation is not only related to engaging students but also includes confidence building. And if the students have more confidence, they will participate actively in the class, improving their communicative skill. And the approach also leads to gains in the area of grammatical, social-linguistic, and strategic competence through communication. Another advantage is that the class is not the teacher center anymore, where only the teacher has the last word and everything that he or she say is right. It's not like the traditional method, but it is more student-centered, where the thoughts and feelings of students are important and are taken into account. It is a space where students can freely speak about their thing, and also CLT method makes students to use the language in real situations that they live each day by speaking about their context or certain situations that affect them. One major disadvantage may be that the CLT is the communication according to ability, because we all know that the CLT method tries to improve the communicative skill of students. But what happens with those students who do not have enough vocabulary in order to maintain or sustain a conversation? So the CLT approach may be great for intermediate students and advanced students, but for beginners, some control practice is needed, because they are just repeating or saying things they do not understand. Students with low levels of proficiency in the target language may find it difficult to practice in oral communicative activity, and if the exam used by any institution are grammar-based, communicative fluency may be not appropriate. Another point concerning the teacher may be that this method focuses more on fluency than in accuracy, grammar, and the rules of structure. So in this method, the teacher plays a role like the facilitator, where they do not pay too much attention to error that students make. And as the teacher do not correct the students are likely to maintain the errors in the grammar structure, or perhaps in the pronunciation, or in even other errors that the learners usually have. and it is difficult for the teacher alone to check the language use of every student, especially in a big class. And the students are going to make mistakes, but they need to be corrected by the teacher in order to improve and not to make the same mistake again and again. So it is believed that with the CLT, there is a danger of focusing too much on oral skill and less emphasis is given to reading and writing skill. So to conclude, the communicative language teaching is a method that focuses in the developing of communicative skill of learners, and this method has different point of view in which has advantages and disadvantages depending on the need of each teacher and each classroom. And on top of that, we can go over those disadvantages if we know how to deal with the problem this method could have. So that is also the end of the video today. Thank you for listening. Okay, see you guys. Goodbye.